Hey, I'm Trey Young, and I work with some really cool coaches and consultants and service-based folks who are really good at what they do, but still feel like no one really sees them. And we've created the visibility effect because there's too many people out here who are really dope at what they do. They show up consistently and they do the work, but they're still being overlooked. They're still underpaid, and honestly, they're just probably burnt out from all the strategies that they're chasing that don't really match who they are. So, if that sounds even closely familiar, this video is for you. And look, you've probably tried all the things, the courses, the challenges, the email list, the content calendar. Listen, maybe you've even paid for some done for you services, the funnel that was supposed to change everything. But in your inbox is still dry. Your ideal dream client is still aren't knocking at your door, and the money, let's face it, it's just inconsistent. One month we're good, the next month we feel like it's a ghost town. So what gives? You know your stuff works. You got the receipts. So why does it feel like you're invisible? Well, from working with dozens of experts and actually walking the road myself, I've seen the real reason this happens, and it's usually not what you think. There are 7 silent blockers that is sneaking in, stalling your business out no matter how skilled you are. Starting with number 1. You're talking to everyone the same way. You're casting such a wide net, hoping to catch someone who's interested. But is your message that broad? Nobody really feels like you talking to them. It's like a doctor handling out the same prescription to every patient. What sense does that make? You're not average. You are custom, but your messaging does not reflect that. So people scroll right past you because you're really not thinking that they're speaking directly to them. So, but okay, Teray, you're pushing it. So let's say someone does stop and check me out, right? If your message is off, here's what's happening next, which leads me to number 2. You're attracting the wrong clients. They show up, but they ghost you. They question your price, or they drain the life out of you. That's not because you're too expensive. It's because your vibe of your brand is pulling in the wrong people. It's like trying to attract a high level folk with a bargain bin branding. That just doesn't match. And after enough of these headaches, you start questioning your worth. You start to shrink instead of actually shifting. And when this comes, part is where it starts to really mess with your confidence, which leads me to number 3. You don't have a real system to convert. You're showing up, you're dropping content, you're answering DMs, you're actually starting conversations, but you're not turning those into consistent money. You're juggling what feels important, but missing money right in front of you. You're not leveraging your expertise to be seen 24/7. You're just staying busy. And without a real conversion path, people are watching, but they're just not walking through the door. So what do? Like we all do, right? We overcompensate. We start to hustle, but not in the focus way. You start, which leads to number 4, chasing the shiny object. You start thinking, okay, maybe I need to launch something else, or I'm just going to add AI because that's going to solve it, right? Or maybe even start a whole new side hustle. And now you're doing all the things. You're doing too much. You got all the downloads, you got all the training, you got all the ideas, but no clear traction, and become the over-informed, under-implemented expert. And that's heavy. So now you're overwhelmed. What's the fallback plan? Do it yourself. Which leads to number 5. You're still doing it all. You're the IT person. You're the visionary. You're the VA. You're the sales team. You're the marketing. You're the tech guy, right? All in one. And you keep saying, once I get the money in, or this client, I'll hire the help. But the client never comes because guess what? You don't have the bandwidth to show up like the expert you truly are. You're not growing, you're actually grinding. And even with all the effort that you put forth in your business, you still might even be blending in, which leads me to number 6. You sound like everyone else. You're using the same buzzwords, the same template content, the same value posts. So people treat you like one of many, not one of one. And when clients can't tell you the difference, they just pick whoever is cheaper. You're not a commodity, but your branding might be coming off like one. So what do most people do next? You got it. They outsource. But that's not always the answer, which leads me to number 7. You're hiring people before fixing the foundation. You're throwing money at the agency, the freelancers, the lead gen companies, hoping they fix it. But if your offer is not clear, your messaging is off, and your process is not aligned, all they're doing is pumping more noise into a broken system. And you're leveraging money trying to scale confusion. I've lived through all of that. I've personally been through that, and some of the people we've helped and all the people we've helped, we've been invisible experts with the receipts and no results. But when we aligned our message, owned our presence, and built a system that fit us, everything changed. So our clients and ourselves, we're no longer chasing. We're no more guessing. We're not explaining. We started getting seen for what we're actually good at. And that's why we created the Visibility Audit. This is a free tool that helps you figure out which of these blockers is slowing you down. It takes only 4 minutes, and it gives you clarity where to focus next, so you can stop spending your time and start stacking your wins. Once you've taken this audit, you'll see exactly where you're getting stuck. It'll tell you and show you, should you add technology to your business? Should you tighten up your message? And even if you wanted this to be implemented in real time, we can fix it. That's why we created the think tank. This is where we work hands-on with folks just like you. We workshop your message, we fix the gaps, and we get in front of the right people. That's what we help you do. But no pressure. Let's start with the audit first. Let's get you seen, respected, get you paid like the expert that you are.